Huawei is once again trying to change the foldable phone market, and this time the spotlight is on the brand new Huawei Pura X Max. The device has already started getting attention because of its unique passport-style design, powerful hardware, and premium camera system. But now, things have become even more interesting after the first teardown video revealed what is actually hidden inside this futuristic foldable. The teardown was done by iFixit, and the results show that Huawei made some smart engineering choices. At the same time, the phone also has a few weaknesses that could create problems for repairs in the future. From the outside, the Pura X Max looks clean, elegant, and extremely modern. The foldable design gives users a tablet-like experience while still remaining compact enough to fit in the pocket. According to the teardown video, the device feels more natural to use compared to many other foldables currently available in the market. One of the first things that caught attention was the camera system. Huawei included a variable aperture main camera, which is something many smartphone companies stopped focusing on years ago. Even some major flagship devices no longer offer this feature. With variable aperture technology, the camera can adjust how much light enters the lens depending on the situation. This helps improve low-light photography and gives better depth effects in images. But the real story starts when the phone gets opened. The teardown showed that Huawei slightly improved the opening process compared to older foldables. One side of the phone was easier to access, making the disassembly process a bit smoother. However, the front screen was heavily glued into place, making removal much more difficult. This means repairs may still be risky for average users or small repair shops. After removing the outer display, the teardown moved deeper into the internal components. The battery setup immediately became one of the most interesting discoveries. Huawei used dual battery packs inside the Pura X Max, delivering a total energy capacity of 19.73 watt-hours. That is actually around 14% more than the batteries used in Samsung's Galaxy Z Fold 7, which is impressive considering the slim design of the device. However, there is a major downside. The batteries are buried deeply inside the phone and strongly attached. This makes battery replacement extremely difficult. Safe removal becomes harder, and recycling the battery also becomes more complicated. In foldable phones, battery replacement is already a challenge, and Huawei's design does not make the process easier. On the positive side, the USB-C port was surprisingly easy to access. That may sound like a small detail, but for technicians, easier access to charging ports can save repair time and reduce repair costs. Moving further inside the device, the camera modules were removed one by one. While most of the sensors were relatively straightforward to access, the main camera was hidden underneath the motherboard. Extra work was required to remove it properly, showing how tightly packed the internals of this foldable really are. Then came one of the biggest highlights of the teardown: the chipset. The motherboard revealed Huawei's new Kirin 9030 Pro processor. According to the teardown analysis, the chip has a large footprint and delivers a significant performance upgrade compared to Huawei's older 7nm processors. Reports suggest the chip performs similarly to a 5nm class processor, which is a huge achievement considering the challenges Huawei has faced over the past few years. This could be a major sign that Huawei is continuing to improve its in-house chip technology despite global restrictions and competition from other brands. But perhaps the most surprising part of the teardown involved the inner folding display. The YouTuber carefully sliced the inner screen away from the chassis during removal. Foldable screens are usually extremely fragile, so many expected damage during the process. Surprisingly, the display survived the removal attempt, even after some rough handling. That says a lot about the durability improvements Huawei may have made with this generation. The hinge design also revealed some smart engineering choices. Huawei sealed the hinge against dust and external particles. At the same time, the spine area of the screen was protected using tiny pores filled with flexible adhesive material. This setup helps protect the moving parts of the hinge while also reducing stress on the inner display during folding and unfolding. This is important because hinge durability has always been one of the biggest concerns with foldable phones. Dust, dirt, and pressure can damage the folding mechanism over time. Huawei appears to be taking extra steps to improve long-term durability. Still, the teardown was not completely positive. According to the YouTuber, the overall device feels impressive and well-built, but repairability remains a major weakness. Some screws were not properly concealed, and certain components were unnecessarily difficult to reach. The biggest criticism was clearly aimed at the battery replacement process, which was described as one of the weakest parts of the device design. This creates a mixed situation for the Pura X Max. On one side, the phone delivers innovative hardware, a premium folding experience, strong battery capacity, advanced camera technology, and an improved hinge system. On the other side, difficult repairs could become frustrating for users in the long run, especially after warranty periods expire. That has become a common problem in the foldable phone industry. Companies are focusing heavily on slim designs and futuristic engineering, but repairability often gets sacrificed in the process. Even with these concerns, the Huawei Pura X Max still shows how far foldable phones have evolved. The device combines powerful hardware with unique engineering ideas that make it stand out from many competitors currently available in the market. And based on this teardown, Huawei is clearly pushing foldable technology forward in ways that many people did not expect. Now the big question is whether users will accept the difficult repair process in exchange for all these advanced features. What are the thoughts on the Huawei Pura X Max teardown? Is this the future of foldable phones, or are repair problems still a deal breaker? Share opinions in the comments below, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more latest tech updates and smartphone leaks.